Hey, Thomas from Fit Tennis. One of the trickier parts of a tennis serve is the weight transfer, and many times players do it wrong because they misinterpret a little bit what's going on with the weight transfer on the serve. So today I'm going to show you from two camera angles, also from this angle, so that you see really well what's going on with the weight transfer. And then at the end of the video, I will show you three drills, three simple progressions that are going to help you master the weight transfer, do it well, and really effortlessly hit your tennis serve. So let's start with the illusion or misinterpretation of the serve. And it always starts from the back view because you're watching most of tennis on YouTube, tennis TV, on the tournament you're watching from behind. And what you see when the player goes for the serve, you see this tilt in space. So you see the body tilted in space. So the player goes into the serve like this. And then they serve, and then at the end of the serve, they're of course leaning forward. So from this perspective, you only see like kind of one movement. You see movement back and forward. You see the movement back and forward. Especially on a kick serve. And you interpret that as if the weight transfer on the serve is back. And then that's from this back position, I try to go forward. And this is very hard. It puts a lot of strain on the lower back. And the body is difficult because you have a lot of weight here. So if you tilt this way, you have a lot of weight here and gravity is pulling you down here. And then the serve doesn't go anywhere if you think that the serve is just back and forward. So for you to get the right perspective, you need to see also from this angle. And when you will watch the serve from this angle, you will see that even though I am going back, watching from this angle, you will see that as soon as I go back, I start going forward in space. And so that helps me transfer weight in the ball. So I'm going here and I'm already going forward, whether that's a flat serve. So if it's a flat serve, I'm going forward, or if it's on a kick serve, I'm still going forward. And so I'm not just moving in one plane back forward that you see from this angle, but while I'm going back in this angle, and I will show you some slow motions. So while I'm going back in this position from this angle, I am already transferring weight forward, and that helps me transfer weight into the serve and hit it quite effortlessly. So observe again, I'm going to play a slow motion later. And so it's a little bit complicated. I wish it was easier, but the movements are happening kind of in two planes. One is this plane that you see from back view, back forward, and that's not the only plane. So as I'm going back, I'm already shifting. You can see from that side, I'm already shifting forward. And that helps me to much easier transition from this tilted position into the serve because I'm already initiating the weight transfer forward into the ball. So I just want to mention one technical part of the serve. We're not going to go into anything else. This is just about the weight transfer on the serve, but I just want to mention one thing that bothers players when it comes to this position and transferring weight and this position in space. So this is my upright position, and so when I go in the serve, you can see that my upper body is tilted in space. And what tends to happen is that you subconsciously, unknowingly, like you interpret that the way I got from my upright normal position into this tilted position on the serve, your brain interprets that past your consciousness, you're not aware. It's just that you think that this is done by leaning back and arching my back. You kind of interpret that this is the way to do it. So your body tries to copy because you see a model, you see a server like this, and then you copy by leaning back, and you're going in the server and you lean back like this and you feel no strength, no power, because there is so much weight. The whole upper body is being pulled back here by gravity, and your lower back is trying to hold that. And then you have a big problem. So you're trying to serve and you feel you don't have any power, and you also struggle with this weight transfer that we're talking about, because you lean back like this and you're trying to serve. And even if you do serve, if you do serve with some power, it's a lot of strain on your lower back. So when we tilt in space for the serve, we don't really arch our back. It's very minimal arch in the lower back. I just push the knees forward, you see, like this. So I'm tilted in space with a very firm lower back. And I push the knees, and it's all on these legs, on the thighs, on the quads. It's a lot of work here for them to hold me. And also I drive the legs then to straighten up. And all this work is done through the quads here and not through the lower back. There is some arching happening, but more in the upper here, in thoracic spine, in this part of the spine. We arch a little bit more, but the lower back needs to stay quite stable and firm. And so it's more done like this. See, I'm exaggerating that you see. So I'm doing this with my knees and legs, and I drive up and I hold very stable core and lower back. And that's how I can maintain stability and strength of my body, and then transfer that into the ball. So what are some simple drills that are going to help you acquire the right way to transfer weight on the serve? Here's the first one with tennis balls. We're going to have to use this side view camera a little bit more. So what I'm doing, depending on your style, are you doing pinpoint stance? You can go like this and you're going to throw the ball, or if you're using platform, then you just go down and you're going to throw the ball. So now when the ball is not flying in the air and you don't have to hit it, it's much easier to control your body. And so what you're trying to do, so for example, let's say you're doing a platform serve and you just do your normal backswing, but you become aware that you want to be leaning slightly in a controlled fall going forward. So you're going to throw the ball and land on the front leg. And you go back. So you're here, you load the legs, don't arch your back. So from this angle, don't arch your back. It's more about knees forward, stable lower back. And while you're going this way, you're already going forward. You see from this, you're already going forward. And then you land on the front leg. You can practice a bit of balance, or for a while just catch yourself. And so this is the easiest drill to implement, and you have to master this one before you move on to actually serving the ball. So for those that go pinpoint, you put the foot here, you coil, and forward on the leg. So that way you're practicing this part of the serve that is usually missing, because most players that misinterpret and have a trouble with the weight transfer, they tend to just think that the serve is like this. They just go back and forth this way, but they don't go this way. So it's this way, see? So I go back and immediately start transferring weight on the front leg, and then off the front leg, I push. So the weight goes front leg, front leg, go. Instead of the way you might misinterpret the serve, you interpret that it's just front leg, back leg, and serve. So that is the common misinterpretation. So you think that it's front, back, serve, and you don't see there's another front. Front, back, front, serve. So this is the drill. Progression number 2, you can do a few shadow swings, and then when you're going to hit the ball, so you do a shadow swing and you try to feel this immediate front foot, back foot, front foot immediately, and jump forward. So the way we kind of trigger the movement forward is that we try to jump into the court on the front leg. So you can do a shadow swing, and you go front, back foot, and you start moving. So just picture from this plane that you immediately start moving forward, and then serve some balls, but don't aim in the court. It will be too much for your mind to take at first. Just hit the ball somewhere in the distance. So you will see from the back view that I just hit the ball somewhere. I just try to get my weight transfer right, the rhythm of the serve. So front foot, back, and immediately starting to shift to front and hitting the ball somewhere in the distance, not controlling the serve, just letting the ball go. Drill number 2, and then drill number 3 is transferring this to your actual serve. So now try to feel this rhythm and how you transfer weight, and you can try and aim into the court. Like this one, don't force it too much. Just try to get the rhythm right, get the serve smoothly, not forcefully. Serve smoothly and try to coordinate the weight transfers. Picture camera on there, or record yourself that you see that as soon as you go here, you start moving forward. So if you're still with me, I really appreciate it that you're motivated and you follow my instruction to the end. And for such motivated tennis players, I always have a free offer. I invite you to join my free serve challenge, where I show you 10 sessions, pre-recorded sessions with all the drills that I demonstrate. So not much technical babbling, just drills that you need to follow. And you will join a community of over 800 players that already worked on the serve in the free serve challenge. And you can share their experiences, upload your video. I will assess your technique free of charge, just to help you get on the right track. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.